3 buckets of lava. Okay, now I am going to take a couple of these dripstones that I got last time, and I'm going to make a quick little lava farm up here at my home. Because I need a little bit of lava for today, because I want to make a stone farm. I want a quicker and easier way to get stone and or cobblestone. So I'm going to make a quick little stone farm, and I need a bucket of lava for that. So, time to put some of this dripstone we just got to good use. I just have to climb all the way up here. Again, I really need to make a better way up and down from this entrance. Maybe that's something I could do today as well. I was thinking I was going to work on the library a bit today, but I want to get just a little bit more of these these necessary little things done, right? So there's all these little things that you need to do so that you can get your resources a little bit easier. And I feel like there's just a couple more that I need to work on. There we go. Finally back up here. Oh boy. What a trip. Yeah, I'll have to fix that. Okay. So this guy actually grew one already. So that's how I got my third dripstone here. So that's pretty cool stuff. I'm glad to know that that's actually doing something. So let's see. I'm going to have to make a couple of what you call it? Yeah, what you call it? Cauldrons. That's what you call them. So let me make a few of those. Let's see. Doop doop. And the cool thing, so if you're actually growing dripstone, like you want the dripstone itself to grow, then you have to have the dripstone block above the pointed dripstone, and then of course the water source above it. If you are just, and I'm not sure if you need the actual dripstone blocks to do a cauldron of water, but if you want to do a cauldron of lava, the pointed dripstone can actually be on anything. It actually doesn't matter. So what I like to do is put them on glass because it looks really, really cool. And then, I'll probably trap them in with trap doors because that seems to work. And I have fire tick turned off. And where do I want to put this? I kind of feel like near... Oh, look at all these buckets of lava I have over here. Okay. I kind of feel like this is kind of the area where this little lava farm needs to be. So let me just clear out a little spot here. Let me clear out some of these tools. And let's see. I'm going to have 3 cauldrons, essentially. Let's see. If I do cauldron, 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 then we have drip, 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 lava, lava, lava. Yeah, I think that might actually work. Yeah, let's do them here. Okay, so we're going to put down our cauldrons. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to put, oh no, the glass block and then lava. Okay, this is a little bit trickier. I'll tell you what, why don't we, let's do this. Let's make a little, like a little inner room for them. Not much of a room, just a little kind of inner place where we can put these. Okay, it's kind of dirt light. It is getting dark, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right. Well, if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is MC Oda, and this is my Minecraft Longplay series, where I just sit down and play Minecraft for a few hours and just do my thing. So I hope you enjoy. Let's see. No, I don't really play this with very many, I don't have any goals or agendas or anything. I just play Minecraft. And so that's what we're doing. So let's see, I'm going to need to put glass here. And then I can put the dripstone underneath the glass. There we go. And now what I can do, I should probably get up on top of it because that's going to be a little bit easier to place the lava, isn't it? Where are those spots? Here they are. Okay, that's going to be perfect. Oh, that's going to be great. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is it's easiest to put temporary blocks in where the lava is going to be. So the lavas are going to be right there. So I'm going to put some temporary trap doors. Theoretically, those could just be stone as well, because I just need to be able to walk in here and grab the lava buckets. Yeah, there we go. And so now I can remove those temporaries. Oops, there we go. I don't like leaving resources behind if I don't have to. Was there a, was that a, wandering trader? I don't know. Okay, so I need a source block there, and a source block here, and a source block here. And then I can cover this back up. I just have to remember that's going to be a little dangerous being that close to the surface if I ever have to go in there. So now you can actually see the lava through the glass, which is pretty fun. And you can see that the lava is dripping, and those will actually fill the cauldrons, which is pretty cool. So there we go. So now we got our lava farm. So I should probably stick a chest under there. Do we have... Where's... Okay, chest would be over here if we have them. Nope, we don't have any. Okay, let me get some wood here. Ooh, I'm just misclicking everything today. Let's see. And I'll just go ahead and put a chest there, and then we can put our lava, our buckets there. And we can go ahead and put some of these in here as well. There we go. So when we do need lava buckets, we can get them from there. And then we can stick them in these furnaces, for example, if we need them to fuel something. Like if we're smelting something that's more than like a, you know, a few, then we can use those there. I'm just going to put this... You know what? I kind of feel like... Yeah, it looks kind of weird like this. I mean, this is very small and weird and cramped anyway, which is kind of a pretty not so good design. But let me just do this. There we go. That works. Perfect. All right, excellent. Okay, lava farm is done. We'll come back later, and there should be lava filling those up. Okay, now I have to place these tools back down somewhere. Let's see. Well, we could put the anvil back there where it was. We can throw this thing on top of it. There we go. And we can put our stone cutter in the corner. Perfect. All right. Great. Again, cramped and pretty basic and you know, starter gamey. Starter build E. Starter home E. But it's all good. It's all good. Let's see. Let me put these stones away. And our trapdoors away. And our dirt. Well, we'll just throw it in the junk box for now. Okay, there we go. So, we want to build a stone farm. Do I do it here? Now, someone early on was saying that over here, where the iron farm is, would be good to have like little industrial type things over here. So maybe I could build the stone farm here in this space, just so long as the blocks are not spawnable for these guys. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. The library is looking kind of weird and also kind of neat from this angle, where we're just seeing like those interior blocks. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think we'll make the stone farm over there. This is a pretty simple build. Let's see. Mostly I'm going to need one of these buckets of lava. Just one. I'm going to need... What do I want to build this out of? I'm going to need several hoppers. I'm going to need stairs. And I'm going to need some water sources. So we're going to need some water sources. So let me go ahead and just... I was going to say make an infinite water source, but we're living right next to an infinite water source. So I don't really need to make one. But I do have a second bucket, so might as well fill it up if you can. All right. Since this is going to be a stone machine... I want it to be made out of something that my pickaxe isn't accidentally going to just shatter. And we do have fire tick turned off. So I think I'm going to build this out of wood. Because that way, if like I accidentally, start swinging at the wrong block, I don't just bust my my farm to pieces. So let's use wood. So what's a good wood to use for a stone farm? How about How about dark oak? That feels really strong and menacing. Dark oak. Let's see. So we're just gonna need. We'll just make like a stack of planks for now. We can dress it up with something. We are gonna need some stair blocks. So let me go ahead and make a few of those. I think 4 might be enough, but let's just make a few extras just in case. I'm gonna need probably a sign, or yeah, probably a sign to hold in some to hold back the water flow, and you'll see how that is going to work. So I myself have never really made one of these before, but on our those are the those are planks. Okay, let's just make a sign. There we go. But on my game with Zinc, he made one, and it seemed like a pretty simple design. So I'm just going to kind of go with what I recall him building, and we'll hope that whatever I build works. Let's go just see what kind of iron we have down here in our farm. Because I'm going to have to make some hoppers. Oh man, look at this, is doing really well. We even have like 15 bone blocks already. Wow. This is doing really well, and there should be nothing caught up in there that's not iron or bone meal. Nice. Very good. I'll grab another partial stack to put over here at home. Let's see. So this stone farm, I don't need to make the storage of it like huge. I'm not going to sit here for hours AFKing at it. So I just need enough to I probably just need my hoppers to kind of go down into one double chest. So I think, yeah, just let me use spruce since that's what I have a lot of for the chests. So I'm going to need 1, 2. Well, hold on. Let me just get a stack of those. Okay, so I'm going to need... We'll do 6 hoppers for now. And I think that's enough. And then that gives me 2 double chests. A double chest for storage. That'll probably be enough for now. Okay. Okay. All right, I think that's everything I need. So where am I going to build this? If I build it like right here, then I'm just going to have to listen to these guys dying very loudly. So if I do it over here so that I stand here looking at it, it might be a little bit further away from the racket of those guys. I could have it pointing this direction. Oh, yeah, I could have it backed up against this. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. All right, so let's go ahead and design this. So let's see. If I stand here and go boom, 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 well, let's see. It's going to be longer than this, so it might be kind of awkward sitting up against that. So essentially, okay, let's see. Let's measure some distance. I think it's 4. So when you put lava down, how far does it flow? Let's see. I believe it is just the source plus 3, which is 4 total. Let's just do that, and let me sleep while that is flowing. One, 2, 3, 4 total. Yes, okay. That's what I thought. So it means it's going to be 4 deep. The blocks you're breaking are going to be 4. There's going to be a back wall. And there's going to have to be a space. And then you stand. Okay. 4 wall space, and then you stand there. Okay, I think it'll be fine here. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Let's see. I think this will be the back wall here. I'm actually going to have it detached from that. I'm not going to have it butted up right up against it. I'm going to have it detached. Okay? And I might do some different blocks here. So I also want to do... So if this is the back wall, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4 flow. And then 1. So no matter what, it's going to be 1 extra block wider, isn't it, than this. Okay. I'll put the back wall here. So we're going to have lava flowing, except... Oh, this is actually where the hoppers go right here. Oh, yeah, okay. And then those have to point into more, because you're breaking the blocks at your eye level. I could, like, go down 1 block and go bloop, bop, 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 bop. Why don't I do that? Okay, so then I will put the hoppers underneath going this way to use less hoppers. Okay, so if we were going to have 1, 2, 3, 4... Ooh. Counting with my shovel. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then chest. And we stand here, breaking it that way. Chest. That can be, I think that works. Wait a minute, 1, 2, 3. Oh, the chests are going to be even with this. Okay. I'm doing this off of just my memory of... I'm trying to, like, build the whole thing from the ground up without knowing how many spaces I need for everything. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to stand here, swinging... No, I'm going to be down 1. I'm going to be standing here. Okay. That means... This hopper is going to be facing down, and the chest will be here. Right? I think so. Then I stand here. Swing. Now there has to be something to stop my movement here, but that doesn't restrict the chest, like a slab. Okay, let me grab a slab real quick here. Oh, I like the little cactus flowers. Those are cool. Let's see. Okay. Do we already have a dark oak slab? No, I'll have to make one. Okay. Sorry I didn't get an episode out last week. It was just a very, very busy... Oh, see, look, this is why we spawn-proof things. This is why we spawn-proof things around this farm. Okay, so that's going to go there. This is going to be the block that I stand in. So let me make it something a little bit more attractive than dirt. So we're going to put this. However, this has to be not spawnable, so we could just throw a button on it. That makes it not spawnable. This is spawnable. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. Well, no, there's going to be a sign here, which I think will make this block unspawnable. Okay, so there's going to be... This is the channel where the stone forms, and we're going to have a sign here to block the water. And that, hopefully that makes that block unspawnable. I'm not certain. Okay. So now... These... Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. These have to be the stairs because this is where the water is going to be flowing. Like this. Loop. Yeah, and the sign stops it. Great. All right. Let's go get some more of these buckets filled up. Oh, hey, those mangrove trees are growing, aren't they? All right, and a 1 and a 2. Oh, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. You know what? I can fix that real easily without putting an extra block there. But you know what? I want a block there because then it's going to match that. Okay, that works. I'm going to stand here and then start going. Okay, there we go. That's our lava farm. So now we are going to need sides. But I want these sides to not be spawnable. So those could be more stairs. Right? I can make this whole bit here stairs. Right? Because then stairs aren't spawnable. Okay, let me go grab some more of these stairs. Do I have a crafting table near closer than there? It's not really any closer, is it? Okay, hopefully that's enough. This isn't going to be very attractive, is it? It's all just like dark chocolate colored. And I could even just put one more like this. And there's my stone farm. Now all you have to do now is put a lava bucket right there. And then that makes stone, it flows, makes that stone, it flows, it makes that one stone, then it flows one more and makes that one stone. And that's it. And then you sit here and you go, there you go. And as you break them, they fall into those hoppers, and then the water comes back out and forms more stone. And there's a stone farm. And you look into your chest, we got 25 stone. And if we want... hold on a second. Did I put my button down to make that not spawnable? And that sign stays there so the water doesn't flow out. Okay, that is correct. And hopefully that makes that block not spawnable. If that block is still spawnable, I can figure out a different way to access my chest. All right. There's the farm. And now, and if I want cobblestone, I just don't use my silk touch. I use my fortune one instead. Okay, and that makes cobblestone. See? Stone cobblestone. So this is pretty cool. All right. So this is just a much quicker way. You can just kind of stand here. And of course, there's this trick, right? So like while I'm swinging, if I hit F3 and I think it's T. Yeah, F3 and T, that's basically forcing a reload of your resource packs. But what that means is like my hand isn't touching my mouse right now. So basically it's like I'm just auto swinging essentially as long as I don't touch my mouse or anything. And I could technically go walk away and go to the kitchen and get a drink or something, or, you know, go walk around the house for a few minutes, and I would come back and I would have, you know, several minutes worth of this happening, generating stone. So this is actually a really cool farm. Now, one thing you got to watch with a farm like this is swinging a tool like this does actually use up your hunger. So if you like put yourself to do this and then went and did your grocery shopping, you're gonna have a bad day because you're gonna come back, and once your hunger gets all the way down to 0, then you're gonna start losing health, and then you're gonna die, and all of your stuff will be all over the floor and potentially despawn by the time you get back home. So if you were gonna do this and AFK for more than just a few minutes, you would want to have like a regeneration beacon or something near you. So now here I'm just going to touch my mouse, and now the kind of the auto thing stopped. And look at that. We've got almost a stack and a half of cobblestone already, which is pretty cool. All right, so there we go. There's our little stone farm. Perfect, perfect. I might decorate this up and make it look a little bit fancier later, because right now, again, it's just a giant chocolate box. Which, yeah, maybe not the best thing to have made that out of, but, you know, hey. Where's our bed? Oh, that's right. We just carry our bed with us. We don't actually have it stored anywhere. Okay, now, where is my... There's my ender chest. I'm going to put my fortune pick in my ender chest. And now that I have a shulker box, I could probably put some of this stuff in my shulker box. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so speaking of, well, the stone generator and the... I was originally said I was going to build this by the XP farm, and part of the reason was because I want to kind of restock that the dispenser the dispenser machine. So I'm actually going to need a few more stacks of this stuff. So let's get this back out. Oop, let's get this back out. Okay, here we go. All right, we're going to grind out a couple of stacks of cobblestone here. This isn't going to be very exciting. Let's see. Is there anything I can chat about while I'm doing this? Let's see. This weekend we are going to be recording me and Zinc will be recording our 50th episode. So if you watched my Oda and Zinc episode this week, will have seen that. But we're actually going to do a Q&A during it, so any questions we get before we record, U.S. time would be Sunday evening. That's when we usually get together to record. Yeah, any questions you have for me or for Zinc or for both of us, yeah, you can. If you didn't catch it on the Oda and Zinc episode, you can put the question here in these comments if you like. But we're going to do a little Q&A during our 50th episode. We got some other fun stuff planned, but the Q&A will definitely be part of it. So that'll be pretty cool. Some people have already asked some really, really fun questions, so I think that's going to be a pretty cool thing to do. What else is going on? We're finally getting our really cold weather starting here, which is really nice. There was a few nights this week that got really, really cold, and the heater definitely kicked on. So I'm always thrilled when it starts getting to this because I love this fall weather. Oh, here's something I've been working on. So I found this recipe for I don't know if you're aware of what snickerdoodle cookies are. I mean, I thought everyone knew what snickerdoodles were. But when I mentioned this to Zinc, he said it's not a thing in Australia. But snickerdoodles, they're just like little sugar cookies. They're cinnamon flavored. And they're usually rolled in like cinnamon sugar before they're baked, and they have a very distinct flavor because the leavening agent in it is it uses baking soda, but then the acid to react with the soda is the stuff called cream of tartar, which don't know why it's called cream of tartar. I don't know what tartar is, and I don't know why they call it cream because it's a white powder. But that's the thing that reacts with the baking soda to do some leavening in the cookie, and but that gives it a very, very distinct taste, a little bit of like a tart aftertaste. It's very, very distinct to snickerdoodles. But I love snickerdoodles. When I was a kid, that was one of the things that my mom would make, and she as a little kid sitting at the table, she'd have me help her roll them in the cinnamon sugar. So it was very fond memories of that. But I found this recipe for maple snickerdoodles. So it's a snickerdoodle recipe, but also in the batch you put like a quarter cup of maple syrup and also maple extract. I didn't realize maple extract was a thing. Apparently that's a thing, like almond extract or vanilla extract. There's maple extract. So I guess that just helps to give it even more maple flavor without adding as much liquid. But even the maple syrup, like I didn't use pancake syrup. I used like some good New England maple syrup that they had at the grocery store. So it's a little bit thicker than pancake syrup, but it was still quite watery. And I tried this recipe out last weekend, and the cookies spread like they were so thin and so wide. And I'm thinking that it's because of like the extra liquid that was added from the maple syrup probably helped to thin out that dough and make it spread more. So I was looking, and I think one of the ways to solve that is to add more flour essentially to the thing. So I think I'm going to try this recipe again this weekend, and I'm going to add a little bit more flour to it, maybe a quarter cup at most. Quarter, third, half a cup, somewhere in that range. I'm just going to add that to the dough just to make it a little bit more floury, and hopefully that will just help it from spreading out as much as it did, which they were still absolutely delicious. They were so good. So you definitely get that cinnamon flavor from the snickerdoodle, which is kind of light. That cinnamon flavor is almost overpowered by the maple flavor that you get out of this, but then it still has that little tart aftertaste that the snickerdoodle gives you. So I'm going to try that again probably this weekend. Maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. I'm going to try that recipe again, add a little extra flour, and just to see if maybe they don't spread as much. Maybe they'll stay a little bit more, a little bit taller of a cookie and not so thin and spread. All right, let's see if we have, how many stacks of this we have. Oh my gosh, look at, yeah, that was more than enough. Excellent. Okay, so let's put this away here. And put that in there. Now let's go ahead and get, is it 7 stacks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's 7 stacks you need for the dispenser recipe, right? Because it's bow in the center, redstone, and then 7 stacks of, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, let's go back over to the XP farm. Oh, that's right. We need to get a portal on the roof for this thing, don't we? We sure do. We could probably do that today as well. This will be because some of our tiny farms and little chores kind of day. Yes, we need a roof portal to get into our XP farm. Holy cow, my brain is just not clicking today. I'm actually recording this. It is Saturday morning, and I usually try to record these in the evening, but I was just busy again last night. So let's see. I'm going off of morning brain now. That's right. We have wings now. I can just glide. What am I doing? Woohoo! I could have used a rocket too. I forgot we have wings now in this game. Fantastic. I love it. It changes the game. It really does. Let me look at the coordinates for this. So I'm going to just take a quick screenshot of the coordinates on the top of my screen there. There we go. Just to make sure, we're going to do a... yeah, those are the nether coordinates I want because that lines up with this. Perfect. Yeah, we'll do a roof portal. So here we go. So this is my my dispenser machine. This is where I'm throwing all of these like extra bows in. So, but what I need to do is I need to refill the actual recipe box here. There we go. Perfect. All right. You know what I could have done? You know what would have been faster? I could have done this, just clicked all those up and moved that down. Oh no, I just crafted something by accident. What did I just craft? Oh, probably nothing. It crafted a recipe that wasn't anything. See, now this is droppers, and then as soon as the bows click in, they become dispensers, and then once they're full, they craft. If you missed seeing me build this machine, this is how it works. This is really, really cool stuff. I thought this was super clever. So all of these bows, oops, all these bows that I don't need, I can now throw in here. And then as they trickle through, this thing is going blick, blick, blick. It's making dispensers. And I'm getting free dispensers. Look at that. Isn't that cool? All these bows that are discards, I just throw right in here. Boom, boom, boom. And then more dispensers. The only drawback is I have to keep coming back and refilling. Once I've made like 64, I have to come back and put another stack of all these other ingredients in it, because I don't know how to rig up all the stuff to make all of these autofill without filling this center block. So it's kind of semi-manual, but it works really well. And also down in here, I have my little auto trash can, so these things can be thrown in the trash. And I have Eric over here, Eric the cleric, to trade rotten flesh with. I've got this little bone meal maker, so same thing. I throw my bones in there, and it crafts it into bone blocks. Isn't that cool? That's good stuff. Arrows are kind of, in my opinion, they're pretty much trash because I have infinity. So arrows to me go in the trash. Of course, these things are always good to keep. And this stuff, I do not have storage for this stuff yet. I need to make some storage over here, so maybe we can work on that today as well. I need to make storage for my gunpowder and then my my miscellaneous stuff. And this is a whole bunch of building material that needs to be cleaned up. And while I'm here, do I have anything that really needs healed? Not really, but we'll kill these guys anyway. There we go. We just healed up everything. Fantastic. Thanks, everyone. Oh, there's a lot of you in there, aren't you? Wow. Holy cow. Wow. Tons and tons of folks in there. Okay, let's get some of that back up there. I'll deal with that later. I will go ahead and throw these bows right now into the bow machine. Boom, 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 boom. That's just so awesome. Now when I need dispensers, I just, oh, it's so good, so good. You know what? I'm heading back home. I'll take a stack of those dispensers with me. And might as well take some bone meal with me too. Might as well if I'm heading that way. Or you know what? I should probably start taking some of this stuff home with me. Sure. We'll just take a few things. We'll fill up our inventory and we'll head back home. Oh, we gotta sleep. Gotta sleep. There we go. All right, let's run this stuff back home, and then let's I can put this. Ah, my inventory's full. Okay, fine. We'll go ahead and make that roof portal. So let's go ahead and you know what? Well, you know what? I'm going to throw it through the portal, and then it's going to show up on the other side next time we go through. I'm going to take this obsidian. There we go. We'll just do that. There we go. Then we can see it. I'm going to take this obsidian, and we're going to use this obsidian to make our roof portal. Oh, this is almost as fun as making cobblestone. And there we go. Okay, so hopefully we will never have to come down this little tunnel again, ever. And you know what? I've got a rocket. Ooh, yeah. Get all the way up here. Fantastic. Look at that. Love it. All right, so let's go ahead and jump out of there. Let's go make that portal. So we're looking for -36, -101. So -36. We're gonna be going this way. Going this way. -36. And we're going to -101. Wow, this feels further than it. This feels far, but I guess once, you know, it's one rocket. But, boy, it sure does feel far. Okay, 36 and 101. Negative 36, negative 101. Perfect. That's the middle of our... Oh. Can we do it? There we go. Boop, boop, boop. And we're going to need a little something for, you know, we'll put bone blocks in the corner because that's something we get out of our farm. And we'll go 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. We'll throw bone block, doop-a-doop-a-doop. There we go. And because we happen to have lanterns on us, we'll put lanterns right there. Perfect. Excellent. Do we have... Yes, we do have a flint and steel in our thing. Okay, great. Boop. There we go. And hopefully this connects. I sure hope this connects. Let's go on through. Now this should connect to the portal in our farm. It does. Fantastic. And now let's go back through, and this should connect back up to the roof. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. And I do like to put one torch leading back towards home, because if anything happens and you kind of lose track of how to get home, that's home that way. And again, one rocket gets us there. Perfect. And you can see it just fine from here. Cool. Excellent. One less thing we have to go down the ladder for in the nether. Keep us away from that lava. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and dump some of this. I'm going to dump most of it in the dump chest and probably sort it off camera at some point in time. So let's just dump all of this stuff. Everything we were using just then. There we go. Oh, there's an extra bow that I brought back with me. Okay, great. Okay, hey, these dispensers, that's pretty cool. And these hoppers, let's put those back in the redstone chest. Boom, boom. All right, excellent. Okay, so we've built technically 2 farms. Do we already have lava growing in here? Look at that. See, we've already got 2 lavas in here. So we can go boom, boom, and then stick them in the chest there. Nice. Perfect. Everything's working great. All right. Yeah, let's do something. Let's do some storage in our farm for the gunpowder and the other miscellaneous things. You know what? I need to eliminate this guy. Because he might prevent spawns because he's one of their golems. Boy, he's taking a while to take damage, isn't he? There he goes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right, so we need to make some storage over at our XP farm, because that's something that needs to be cleaned up. Let me bring some extra chests with me. Oh, there's still that weird bug. Might click through the thing. Okay. Let me just go ahead and make a few chests just so that as I'm building some of the storage, I just have something I can put things in when I need to. Okay. All right, let's head back over to the XP farm. And already I'm pretty low on rockets. Ooh, well, it makes you even lower on rockets when you do that. I need to do a little something different with that portal as well. I don't think it needs to be in that old house anymore. Alright, so where do we want storage? So mainly we need storage for gunpowder, which could be like 2 double chests. I mean, eventually more, depending on how often we come over here. And then pretty much just one more chest for the other miscellaneous stuff. I don't see us really collecting that much over here. So really I just need a couple of double chests for storage. It could be part of this thing here, honestly. Well, you're going to see that stuff. You're going to see stuff like that behind them. I mean, that might not be a bad thing, though. Let's see. Let's see. If we did... Yeah, then we could put, like, miscellaneous stuff here. And we can put... Yeah, I think that'll be just fine. I think that will be... Oh, look, we got chests over here. So we can do, like, gunpowder, and then gunpowder, and miscellaneous stuff here. I know we're going through our clouds. I could turn the clouds off while I'm doing this. Video... Clouds off. Apply. There we go. And let's just put a little something behind the chest there. Yeah, I mean that's fine. It doesn't need to be anything more fancy than that, does it? I think that works out great. Let's see. Do we have leather over here? Probably not. Oh, we do have some of these though. So we can basically say like miscellaneous and then like gunpowder. Right? So we go gunpowder. And then we go, what's a good representation of miscellaneous? So we get stuff like carrots and potatoes, we get healing potions, we get these things. Let's see. All of our miscellaneous scraps that we get out of this farm. That's not miscellaneous. Alright, which one do we want to use for that? How about glowstone dust? There we go. Perfect. Excellent. And this, eventually, this can probably be the redstone that we often use to refill this. Can you actually... No, you can't. You can't. Oh, is that it? Yeah, you can actually target the crafter from here. Cool. So you can actually see, you can actually refill that without having to go back here if you look through that tiny little sliver of a crack. So we could technically put a roof on this if we really wanted to. And of course, this is our double crafter that makes the bone meal. we could actually. What is this block doing here? Oh, that was going to be like a wall to match that wall, wasn't it? Doesn't really have to be though. We can end up squaring that off and making that look like a little building. Nice. All right, cool. And bottles and sticks. All right, well, storage solution done. Boy, we're just knocking everything out today, aren't we? Fantastic. Is it dark enough to sleep? Not quite. These guys are making all kinds of noise. There we go. We'll just go ahead and clean them out. It bums me out that they stay stuck in the corners like that, because then it makes your sweeping edge not work as well. You have to kind of kill them one at a time in that corner. There we go. Perfect. Boy, all this procrastinating and not getting to the library is not lasting long enough. I'm doing these chores too quickly. Okay, let's see how much of this. We could probably take all of this home in one batch with the shulker box. Yep, let's go ahead and do that. Excellent. Okay. And we probably don't need this stone cutter. This stone cutter out here was probably just whenever we were building things. Okay. So again, we could dress this up a little bit and put like a little roof on top of this. We should do that. We can make it look a little bit more like the side of one of these houses, just so that it kind of looks like you're walking down a little alleyway. Do we have these building blocks? Not really. There's no oak in there. We'll do that some other time, I think. Do I have jungle? Not even much jungle. Well, I have slabs. There's some jungle planks, jungle stairs, tons of jungle slabs. I could at least do this. Right? And then where's the slabs? Here we go. I could at least do that. So then at least when we're walking around here, it looks like a little flat. You know what? We should put a little roof on that. Let's do that. Sure, we'll do a little slab roof up here, just to kind of box it in a little bit, unless I run out of slabs. And then we can come back later and do something even more, like a little bit more decorative with this later. I'm not even worried about the sides being open right now because no one's gonna see it. We're never gonna. We'll only see it if we fly around and come back to it. All right, there we go. Now this place just feels a little bit more complete. A little bit more complete. I love it. This still feels a little odd. Let me do something with that. Something about that. Let's just kind of make that floor. Here we go. I could just. Oh, we got tons of jungle logs here, don't we? Well, there we go. Didn't have to use so many slabs then. There we go, and then we'll just extend this around here. Like that, and now we can see the back. So now I feel like I should put a side on this. At least a back side. Excellent. I couldn't get that last one. Okay, that's fine. Now if I come in here, I probably want to make sure that there's a torch in here. Make sure that there's plenty of light. And the other side of this, there's a torch in here. Okay, good. I guess this could technically just be open. Yeah, these can remain open because this is like maintenance, right? Because now that these are covered up, this is just, I come in here for maintenance. And then this torch can be kind of in the middle there. And this torch doesn't need to be there. All right, there we go. Perfect. Oh, but now you can see through. Oh, that looks terrible. What is this doing here? Oh, that's blocking so you can't see behind the chest. Okay. All right, now I feel like I gotta put a side wall on this. Let's at least just do it like this. You know what? There's gonna have to be planks on top, or slabs on top of this. Okay. Now we're done. We're done. We're done with this. Okay, we're done. Nice. Okay, again, that looks way better. A lot cleaner. A little bit more torch spammy, torch spammy, torch spammy. Don't like the torch spammies. Do we have ingots? We have no iron ingots. Oh, I bet the iron ingots that we've gotten. Oh, there's one. I think we used up some of those iron. Let's see if we can get a couple more iron, or at least one or two more. I just want to make a few lanterns since I took those lanterns home already. Okay, guys, break it up. Move around a little bit. I don't like killing you guys one at a time. There we go. Any more iron ingots? No. Nope, just the one? Okay. One lantern. Let's make it count. Where's our darkness? Oh my gosh, it's really dark over here. Oh boy. Let's just, for now, in this back corner, hide a torch behind the wall of the thingy. Oh, that's right. Yeah, DM Bar mentioned I don't need this water anymore since I have wings. I'll keep it just in case something tragic happens and I do something tragic happens and I don't have my wings on me. I will leave it there for now. I will put one lantern strategically right there. Think that works? Yeah, I like it. I like it. Hey, Eric. We don't have enough to trade with you anyway, do we? Nope, we don't. All right. I think that's everything. I think that's everything over here. Let's go ahead and put some of those back in there where they belong. Perfect. Okay. I think we're done with this for now. This is still looking pretty basic, but at least it doesn't look like a mess anymore. And back home. Very cool. Very cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. I probably don't really need these right here. Like I have enough for now, but I should probably do something a little bit more formal as far as that farm is concerned, but we'll deal with that again at another time. Okay. All right. Boy, just everything's going in the dump chest today. I just don't want to sort it all out right now. We're even going to put that entire shulker in there. Okay. Should we make more rockets? Do we have more rockets in this yet? We do. We have a box full of rockets. Nice. Okay, I like to keep a partial stack in my inner chest. There we go. All right. So any other like little cleanup farmy type things that we can do right now before we kind of get back to the library? I don't see anyone spawning out here yet. I haven't really been here though. We'll just have to keep our eye. Oh, that's right. We still got the panda in the boat, don't we? I have to remember where it was that we found him because I think there was a second one. I'll have to remember to do that sometime. This whole home is still looking very starter homey, isn't it? It's looking very basic still. Because I've been concentrating on this one big build. That's the thing, right? I'm trying to get this one big build done. All right, should we get back into the library here? Start doing some of this stuff. The quicker we get this library build completed, the quicker we can get to building the rest of our everything. The rest of our everything. How are these doing? Okay, all right. Let me just make some of those. There we go. Put those bottles back in there. Perfect. Do these guys still have shears? They have plenty of shears. Okay. All right. Those guys are still doing very well. Good job, little ones. All right. While we're here, we might as well make some leather since we're standing right here anyway. I'm really procrastinating this library build, aren't I? Okay, I think that's enough of those. 10 leather, that doesn't feel like enough, but that's okay. All right, well, hey, kitty, where'd you come from? Are you going to be a library cat? Like a shop cat? All right, let's stop procrastinating. Let's get back to the library. Okay, library build. That means I want to put a bed to sleep on out here. I probably want to get rid of stuff like my weapons and my shield. I'll keep the tools with me. I'll keep the food and the rockets. I'll keep torches in case I need just random lighting. Let's see. I will put the ender chest down here in case I have anything in here that I need to get to. All right. I remember there were some good ideas that you guys had for some of like one thing someone did mention. He was like, the librarians wouldn't have a bunch of candles because light up all the books. Well, that was pretty clever. So I'm thinking the light sources would have to be like lanterns, but if I use candles, they should be unlit for decoration, as if they were like different colored little trinkets or something. Another thing, someone suggested doing some more stair blocks around and up in here, I think, to help break up that whatever that is. That's red terracotta, right? But I think because there's gonna be chandeliers hanging down here, and I want to see first if the chandeliers kind of help break up what your eyes are seeing before I go putting too many different blocks in that design. So I'm gonna make those chandeliers first. I could work on that right now. So a really great idea for this back wall to have like big stained glass window. I think that'd be pretty awesome up here. Let me just get a better view of that. There we go. Yeah, I think having a big stained glass window here would be pretty awesome. And then it kind of helps with that back wall. It helps kind of not knowing what to build there. So I think we're going to do that, which is going to be pretty awesome. I think some of these books, I don't think I need these so full. I'm not sure that I want them to be a pattern either. I like the top one being all dark because it's almost like a border. Do I like that? We could scatter more of those around in here. You know, we'll worry about that type of texturing later. Let's look at this back wall. Okay. Yeah. I could make those stained glass as well if I really want to. Well, this doesn't need to look like a church, though. If everything is stained glass, it starts to look like a church. I don't want it to look like a church. It's a library. Okay, so back wall. So where is the back wall going to be? Like these walls are 2 away from the desks. I believe it could just be 2 away from the desk and this back wall as well. I could start with some of these bookcases going around the floor and kind of keep that bit going. But then instead of like tons of bookshelves, it's like a few more bookshelves and then the big stained glass. And that big stained glass can kind of just be like a circle. I think that'd be fine. A big circular window up there. All right, so let's start with getting our bookshelves. Let's start with getting our... We've got like some oak and we've got some spruce and stuff. Let's start getting some of that spruce back in our inventory. Let's get some of that oak in our inventory. Let's get scaffolds because we're going to need them. Let's get some of those. Well, we're going to leave those for bookshelf variations when we're doing decor. We can just do maybe some glass blocks as placeholders for our stained glass. Okay, there we go. All right, you guys excited? You guys excited? You're going to have a third wall on your library, hopefully, by the end of this episode. It's funny, like, I knew it was going to be a lot of work, but I guess my brain didn't really... Oh, that's right. I keep walking around with carrots in my hand. Keep teasing the horses. But it's kind of like, I don't know if it fully dawned on me exactly how long it was going to take to build this library. Because again, usually something like this, I'm designing it kind of offline and then building it in a time lapse or something. I'm not just building it quite at this pace. But that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so the bookshelves keep going here. I do like the way these are sectioned a little bit. Oh, I'm pointing with my axe like I was pointing with my shovel before. Okay, let's see. Let me come back around here. So if we were to continue breaking those up a little bit, see now they're different. They're different sizes though. So if we did, well, we could put. Tell you what, let's do one break here. So it's still like 4 bookshelves, right? It's gonna be on a corner. 2, 3, 4. And then this. Okay, you're actually the middle, aren't you? Okay, doesn't have to be so symmetrical with the walls. I think that's enough just to break things up a little bit as far as our bookshelves are concerned. So now I think I want to continue having the bookshelves kind of going up a little bit. Although again, these aren't going to go up as far, especially on the side in the middle here, because we're going to have our stained glass window. Trying to speak and think at the same time. Very hard. Something like this. And even for now, we can just put something like that as a temporary spacer, okay? Now, if this was going to be a big circular stained glass window, circles in Minecraft are not my most intuitive thing. I always tend to look up how to make a circle. But let's count. Okay, let's say the window actually comes all the way down to here. And this is the bottom of the window. The top of the window is right below the ceiling. So let's count how many blocks this is. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I can't tell if we're at the top yet or not. Okay, break that. 9. Oh, I was trying to get that. I saw that scaffold over there. I think that's 9. Right? Because... Yeah, I think 9. So a 9 wide circle. How do we do a 9 wide circle? Let's do that on the ground. Okay, 9 wide circle. Well, hello, little chicken egg. Let's grab something like this for jump blocks. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It looks a lot smaller on the ground, doesn't it? Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we probably have to go out 1 more on each like this. And then like this. that what our circle is going to look like? I think so. Let me, yeah, that to me looks like a pretty much a 9 diameter circle. I think that's going to look just fine up on the wall. Not necessarily this design, but that I'm looking at this shape of the circle. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. Okay. And sleep. All right. So if the bottom of our window is going to be 3, but then we're probably going to have some kind of border on it like that. Put a temporary block so we can get this started. Again, this white glass is just a well, placeholder for stained glass for now. Let's see. And then we kind of went doom, and we went. Okay, how do we do that? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is the center 5, and then that came across. Right, and it's a 3. So 1, do, and then yeah, okay, yep, and then boom, and then boom, boom. Yeah, so this one's gonna be part of the border as well. That's what we did, right? I think that's what we did. I think that, like, if you take that out, you'll see that that's what we did. Yep. Okay, that looks perfect. Give me that glass back. Glass is not free. You know what? Let me go ahead and make a scaffolding back up here so we can just kind of do this window a little bit easier. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm going to go up 1, and it's going to go boom, boom, and then boom, and then boom, boom, 2, 3, something like that. And then this one goes, ooh. Oh, I'm really, oh boy, I'm really klutzy, aren't I? Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're going to go boom, and then doom, doom, and then boom, boom, and then... Hold on, did I do that right? One too many. Okay, that's good though. One there. That didn't come out far enough. It's like that. It's like that. Okay? Okay. I think that's right. Making vertical circles on the fly here. Not the easiest thing I've ever done. So that's this level. So then this is going to go up to... Oh, dang it. Ah, I keep falling off. There we go. And then there. I think that is the circle. Ta-da! We made a glass circle. One, two, three, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. Awesome, perfect. that will be our stained glass window. We'll come up with colors and designs later. We'll make them panes instead of blocks. But that will basically be our stained glass window. There's going to be some kind of border on it that is not these bookshelves, right? So we're going to have some kind of border on it. Something like this, you know. Obviously not netherrack. That would be hideous. Not hideous, because it is kind of keeping in theme with some of these colors, ironically. Okay. So it is going to have some kind of border on it. Let's just put the rest of those in place. And borders. Okay, yeah, see, because then that's the top of the roof there, but that's okay because the bottom of the window is at the shelves. The top border is going to be even with the roof because I'm assuming that we'll just keep the design of that arch, even if it's a different block that extends out past that. It's going to be that same kind of height. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, so let's fill in some of these bookshelves. Okay, something like this, right? Okay. Yeah, something like that. And then we're going to have these types of bookshelves next. These. Something like that. And then we're going to have something like this. Oh, not like that though. A little something like that. Something like that. And well, okay. It's looking pretty cool. It's looking pretty cool. You got that big, huge oak tree right there. It's kind of a big blobby ball sitting there. We might have to do something a little bit more interesting with the oak trees back there once we can see them. Okay, I'm liking this so far. I'm liking this so far. We could, again, we could play with some of the details here, but I'm just getting nice shapes in place. Let's see. How else do we want to do this? Okay. Right, I'm going to need some scaffolding that's on the inside. Okay, I can probably get these back. All right, so I want to put some of this around here, but now this is going to again start looking pretty boring unless it's broken up with something. Yeah, that's just going to be a giant wall of spruce blocks. That's not going to look good until we break it up with something. But let me just get them in place for now. Do I have more spruce planks? Yeah, I got more spruce planks. There we go. I like that the villagers create this nice little like chaotic background music. I need to sleep. It's getting dark. Oh, not quite dark enough. I need to come up with something to do with those little allées that I brought over here. There's really not a ton of things you can do with them that are all that useful. Okay, so how do we break some of that up? How do we extend that roof without making it look silly? Two problems there. See, now I have to extend the roof out to this wall by 3 more blocks. But it's not enough to create any kind of pattern. So how do I do that? How do I do that? I keep trying to back up to get a bigger view. Not sure about this one. Okay, let me just grab some blocks and put something there, which I know isn't going to look good, just to get something physically in that gap. Okay. I know this will not look good, but I'm just getting something in this gap. Okay. Oh, there goes my interior scaffold, but okay, whatever. No big deal. Okay. You know what I need to do? Where's my torches? I probably need to put some lights up here to shine through those. Same with these. Okay. All right. Yeah, don't like that. I knew I wasn't going to. How do I... Ooh, boy. How do I get that roof to kind of connect? Now, imagine these are going to be glass panes. They are going to be, as far as texture-wise, they'll be inset a little bit. There's also going to be room for an outdoor. So these glass panes may actually be like 2 blocks out. Like these windows are. We got interior wall, exterior wall. They'll probably be even with the exterior wall. So those glass panes will be inset pretty far. Not sure how to. I'm not sure what to do with this roof bit here. So now something with these. These can kind of mimic this, but not be windows. Or they could be windows. They could be windows. I mean, they could be, right? It might look a little funny being that close to the stained glass window. But we do have the border on it. Let's just do it and see. I'm not going to like that. I'm not going to like those being windows. Is that a llama? Do we have a wandering trader out here? Oh, hey, buddy. What you selling? What you selling? White tulips, azure bluets, birch saplings, blue ice. Nothing we need, sir. Nothing we need. I wouldn't mind having those leads, though. Okay, close your eyes, everyone. Oh, that's not my sword. Oh boy, that took longer than it should have. That was kind of brutal, wasn't it? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Where's our exterior blocks here? Window panes. I can make more window panes. There we go. I don't know if I'm going to like those being windows. You know, I also need spruce stairs. Yep, there we go. Spruce stairs. So that would go there. Right, to keep up with what's going on with those. That would go there. We would have exterior blocks out here. Okay, you're just adding to the noise. Okay, you know what? I can't do it. I just can't look you right in the eyes and do that. Okay, let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. How do we have it here? We got a spruce and then a stone. Okay. Spruce and then a stone. Spruce and then a stone. Out here we're going to have blocks as well. Like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Flying through there is pretty cool. Okay, let's see. Let me just throw some oak in here in these little spots just so that we can see what's happening here. So now let's go ahead and put some glass in this bottom part. I don't like that. I don't think we need the windows on. I think the big stained glass on the back is enough as far as windows are concerned. As far as the back side of the building, I don't think we need those. I just don't know what else to do here to separate these bookshelves. How about we first start with... Oops. We first start with oops. It's a good start. We first start with... We'll kind of start like maybe stair-stepping these down a bit so that kind of separates them from the frame of the window. Kind of start going into that design there. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I like that. I like that quite a bit, actually. Okay. And then, like, this is wall now. No longer bookshelf. I think that helps a little bit. It's dark enough to sleep, huh? I can hear that guy chugging on his potion. Okay. I think I'm going to take my mid-episode break and just think about this for a minute or two and just feel like if there's anything I can do with this transition. Yeah, let me do that. Let me go stretch my legs and just think for a few minutes, and I'll be back with you in just literally right now. Okay, I am back. I actually tried to upgrade to 1.21.9 while I was on my little break, and some of the mods were not really compatible yet, so it didn't work. So we're going to just kind of roll with what we've got for now. I was thinking that this border around the oh gosh, words. Holy cow, stained glass. I was kind of thinking about like introducing a new thing in here, and that being like a black, like maybe a polished deep slate. Because, you know, you think about stained glass windows, and they're kind of made with those kind of like metal borders, for lack of a better word, but they basically the metal twisted around to make the shapes, and then the stained glass filling in the gaps. And I think that feels a little bit like polished deep slate. Let's see. Do I have any polished deep slate up here? I do have cobbled. I can make it into polished. Okay. So maybe I'll make the border of this stained glass into this. And I kind of feel like it should actually go, yeah, down below that, because these are going to be window panes. And I'm also thinking, whereas with these, the window panes are flush with the outside, I think for this one, the window panes for the stained glass are going to be flush with the inside here. So let me, you know what, let me go around outside real quick and do these ones on the bottom. I was really hoping to get 1.21.9 working today. Because I would like to start using the new blocks and stuff, and the check out the copper golems and everything. But again, just not all the mods. This is one thing I don't like about playing with mods, is that I can't upgrade the game when it's time to upgrade. But unfortunately, just some of these mods really just add a lot of quality of life that I don't want to get rid of. So, although it's frustrating, I think it would be more frustrating to not have them. I like that. I like that as a border around the stained glass. I think that's going to look really nice. You can still hear that wandering trader out there. Should have taken care of him too, not just his llamas. Okay, this doesn't solve the problem of what to do with this space. Let me go. I'm gonna have to go around the top side and get these up here. There we go. I like that. I think that's going to look really nice. I like that. How do we handle this, though? How do we handle this? Should I do something like this? I don't know what that looks like. That's making it look like a stair step. Of course, they could literally be stairs, and I could have bookshelves up here if I really wanted to. I mean, that is one option, right? I could technically... this might look pretty bad, though. I don't know how much I like that. No. Not sure yet what to do with that. I might need your guys' opinions on this space here. Not loving this. Maybe I need to not force this, first of all. Maybe that looks a little weird. That can kind of end there. If I just did like another design up there, that would help, but it wouldn't really solve the problem. And it's also not going to be right because this is 1, 2, 3. No, that would actually fit there. It would fit there, but it would look kind of weird because it doesn't really line up with these little shelves. This, though, I could kind of like give it like an end, right? The other ones kind of end with this. That gives it kind of a termination point, so that maybe helps with the termination point. But that helps to break it up a little bit. Could I then put bookshelves up to the window? I'll just do it. Just still, it looks. The pattern's just not lining up, and it's looking really weird to me. Let me put. Do we have more of the glazed terracotta in here? Yeah, we do. Okay, so let's just see what some of that will look like. Take a look at that. I'd go with a different design. Maybe not one of those two colors. Keep those on the walls and put something different on the back here. Or I could have something... Oof. I mean to hop down in there with you. Because I also need to figure out what I'm going to do with this transition right here. This bit of roof. See See how this gives you kind of like points where the wall attaches to the ceiling, like, so to speak? I feel like something back here needs to kind of attach this wall to the ceiling. And maybe it has to be something a little bit more sturdy. And should it be something that kind of goes up into like a half slab and exposes a bit of that connection there? No. Wow, this is tough. This is tough. Let's see. Brown. What does brown glazed terracotta look like? Let's find out. I might not look too bad up on that back wall. All right, let's let those bake for a second. I've got some more, I think, mangrove over there. We could start looking at what colors to dye this glass and start making some glass panes. I don't know what colors I want. I mean, I feel like for the stained glass, I mean, it may be kind of random, but I don't know if it should be like a pattern, and if it is a pattern, what pattern do I make? I have no clue. That might not look bad up on those walls. Two more? Yeah, two more. Almost done. I can hear the fireflies coming out. I heard them buzzing. Okay, sounds like there might be a neighbor doing some yard work, so if you hear some sounds in the background, that's what that is. Okay, let's see. Some of this mangrove. Let's look at slabs and stairs, trapdoors and stuff. Just fill up my inventory full of stuff. I probably don't need this much glass in my inventory. It's taking up a lot of space. Okay. All right. So if we had a oh gosh. Oh yeah. There we go. You can be able to step back and look at things. Okay, what do I do up here? What do I do? So we could do something with this. It could be something as simple as that. This is still interior wall, so I could even kind of pull that down like this a little bit. Don't like that. Nope, don't like it. I'm probably putting way too much thought into this. This probably doesn't really matter all that much, but I don't want it to look weird. What if I just simply put just like something like this up here? And then like these four can be a design with this brown terracotta. get that one in there. I have to come from the back side with that. Maybe just something like that is good enough, and then like some stuff on the shelves. I mean, is that good enough? I don't know do I really need to do anything up here? Anything weird up here? Do I actually remove this bit here? Maybe do it something like this. And then maybe put those slabs up in there. That feels good to me. Woo! Okay, there we go. That's already feeling better. That little decoration right there looks a little out of place. The terracotta decoration looks a little out of place there. Let's just fill the hole and just see what it looks like. Okay. Okay, now imagine that was an actual design and not just placed like that. I think, you know what? I think that's going to look fine. I think I'm overthinking this. I could put some like fence pieces maybe. Maybe just fence pieces and a painting might be enough, and I don't have to worry about all of this. Let me try that. Let's see. So, paintings. I probably need some of these. And some wool. Wool, here we go. And let's see, if I did fence pieces up there, what would I use? Okay, what size paintings would fit in these holes? Blech. 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 Oh my gosh, I keep falling down. I feel like some kind of... I don't like this. I don't like this sticking out. I don't like that. But if this whole thing was a fence or even just like a wall block of some kind... Ooh, a wall block of some kind. What would it be, though? What's a wall block that could go up there that would look okay with this? Now that I have my rockets, I just fly the smallest spaces. Granite? Deep slate brick. Let's see what this is going to look like. And it might just be enough that this is the bit of separation that I need, and that's going to be plenty. Right, so something like this. Just to break that up a bit. It's going to give me a spot for maybe like a 3x3 painting. And reveal. That doesn't look too bad, guys. I think I might have figured it out. I think that's good because it separates that. It puts some kind of an end to the bookshelves. and it's abrupt, but it works. I think that's fine. I think that is fine. This episode is going to be 3 hours of me trying to figure out how to do one part of a wall. I'm going to need one more wall block, aren't I? Hey, maybe. No. I'll say maybe something goes on top of that. On top of that. Like replacing that block there. But what would it be? Nope, I just need to make one more wall block. Let's see. Deep slate. Deep slate brick wall. There we go. All right, here we go. And a painting. That's not bad. I kind of like that one. Not too shabby. Let me just see if there's a better looking painting than that one. I mean, I'm okay with this one, but it's just very, very dark. That's dark too, but it's got a little bit of color, a little bit more color floating around in it. Yeah, there we go. I think that's gonna look great. And then we, yeah, then we do the colored panes in there. Now I have to come up with a design. Oh, you know what? I need to do the top bit of that and probably the top of that in that same style there. Okay, let me do that real quick here. Now, I have no idea what kind of design to make this stained glass. That is definitely not my forte. That is a very kind of artistic thing. I'm not all that artistic. Let's see. Boy, that guy's making so much racket out there. He's worse than the villagers. There we go. Everyone got their hard hats on back here. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. You know, some lanterns and stuff up there to get some light. All right, I think we found a winner. I'm liking it. This plain old spruce isn't looking so hot, but you know, I think we just kind of just let it go for now, and then we can tweak it later if we need to. So how much of this, let me just see how much glass this is going to be once I break it all out of here. Wow, almost a stack, I think. Probably lost a few out here too. That says 58. I think it was actually a couple more than that. So let me just don't need these here right now. Okay, so around about a stack of stained glass. I don't want to do anything weird where it's like a ring coming out from the circle. I think that's going to look kind of silly. I feel like it should be more random, like as if it's mimicking some kind of like a picture of some kind. I really do feel like it should be more random. But around about a stack. Yeah, 61. That's what it looks like it came out of there. So let's just find some colors and just do it. Let's just stop stressing out over it. We're going to do some yellow. We're going to do some red. We're going to do some whatever. I'm assuming that's light blue. Let's do some whatever this makes. And then we'll start with that. Okay, we'll start with magenta, red, yellow, and light blue. We'll start with those. So we'll do magenta glass. We'll do red glass, yellow glass, light blue glass. Okay, we'll start with that. We'll make panes out of these. Running out of inventory space. That's about a stack. Let's just kind of mix up these colors a bit and let's not try to do a pattern. Yeah, because if I try to do a pattern, it's going to look bad. Let's just kind of randomize some colors in there and make it look like just modern art or something. Something like that. Okay. All right. It's so hard placing glass panes against glass panes. Just it's not very intuitive. Okay. Just kind of trying to be random. Trying to be random is hard. I've discussed that before. I don't really need this, I don't think, anymore. I can just kind of look up and do things from here. Okay. Am I going to run out? No, probably not. I'm not quite. I might run out. I thought it was less than a stack, and I thought I had a stack's worth of panes, but we'll see. We'll see how far it goes. Okay. part of me is looking to see what, like, which colors have more. Then when they get about even, I just pick a random one. Okay, all right. The red. Do a magenta there, and then like a yellow, and another blue. Let's see how that looks. I think that looks awesome, guys. That looks really, really cool. I like that. Fantastic. I'm glad I didn't try to go with a pattern. I think that looks really good. I think a pattern would have looked kind of weird. I like it. And the bit of the random, like you get a little bit more of the reds over here and stuff, and a little bit more of the blues and the magentas up in here. I like it. I like it. I want to remove that big giant oak tree right there. Let's remove this big giant oak tree right here. Let's see if we can find all of its branches. I don't like these big trees. Where are all the branches? Okay, that was one of them. There's another something over here. There's something over here. There's one. Oh, there's one way over there. Okay, that got all of those. Excellent. Okay. In fact, we may end up taking out some more of those trees. This may end up being a lot less trees in the future. Oh, guys, that looks awesome. I love this. I love this. Oh, that looks so good. I want to cut down more of those trees. I want to cut down more of those trees. We'll do that sometime. That looks really good. Oh, wow. That was a great suggestion to do the stained glass back here. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Oh. Okay, let's get some of this out of my inventory. Just to clean things up just a little bit. Nice. I think that back wall is looking pretty good, and I think where the ceiling attaches looks just fine. Now, I'll have to mimic that ceiling on this side to where the front foyer will be. I think foyer is a perfectly, I think I looked it up, foyer is an absolutely perfectly acceptable English way of saying that word. I need to stop saying foyer. So I think if we do that, that gives us a nice big entrance here before you get to the tables. So I like that idea. That puts the entrance out just a little bit further, I think, which, of course, this crop could move. These were theoretically temporary. Theoretically temporary. Yeah, this is the chandeliers. I don't have to do that right now. I think we're going to work on getting our 4 walls up. I have probably about another hour. And I kind of feel like here the bookshelves kind of wrapped into this corner. I feel like I don't want that up front. I think I want the bookshelves to like start here. So everything forward is no longer going to be bookshelves. Don't know what it'll be. It'll be something else, but it won't be any more bookshelves. Oh, guys, that looks so awesome. Now think about the chandeliers hanging down here and breaking up some sight lines and stuff. This is looking and then little decorative bits on those shelves and on these desks. Guys, this is looking so awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. Oh man, so many of these ideas came from you guys too, so this is just absolutely fantastic. This is awesome. Okay, so let me get some of the stuff I need for the ceiling bits here. ceiling bits. I don't know. I feel like I'm talking like more of like the British players and stuff. Bits. That's kind of a word they use. Let's see. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying. It's probably not how I should be speaking. Let's see. So from here, okay, let me get just one more look. Yep. So from the edge, we just go to and then an edge. From the edge, we go to and then an edge. Okay, perfect. Like bits and bobs, I imagine that's a. That feels like very much like if you're watching like Mumbo Jumbo or someone, he would say like bits and bobs. Let's see. Another one that's going to have to go. Okay, and then this just had the slabs, which we have plenty of slabs. Okay, good. Okay. All right, and just make sure, yeah, those torch lights come out enough to prevent spawns up here. Okay. All right, so now this gives us all this area for our entrance, our front wall. Oh, that stained glass looks so good back there. Oh. Where's the sunrise and sunset go? Sunrise and sunset. So we're never going to see the sun out that window. Oh, well. So be it. So be it. That's okay. Okay, so how do we start? How do we do this? Now I have an entire, like, entrance area to deal with. I don't want to... I mean, it's just going to be square. I'm not going to do anything crazy fancy with the design. This is already... this library's already becoming quite a bit. Oak for some of this floor. I did chop down some of those oak logs. That gives me more flooring. Fantastic. All right, let's bring this floor out a bit more. Okay, at least that much. Okay. All right. Yep, so that's the end of this roof. Yep. Yeah, it just kind of ends against the roof there. So then theoretically, that right there is our wall. Our interior wall here. Goes here. I do need that swift sneak. We're going to have to do that soon. I really want that swift sneak. Okay, obviously there's going to be like, let's see, here's the middle right here. Boom. Oh, wow, so we're not going to really have double doors, are we? I think that'll be okay. All right, so... I'm okay with the interior wall having some depth and not necessarily being, you know what I could do? Move. Okay, here we have the wall kind of doing that, and then that way it kind of gives a start to those bookshelves. Essentially like this. Well, now that we're midway through October, and it is definitely scary movie time, you guys have to let me know if there's any cool scary movies you got lined up for this season to watch. As I've mentioned before, I'm a big fan of. I like horror movies. I like scary movies. I think they're fun. Not sure how many kind of new ones are out and about to see this season. There are some good classics I might watch. I say classics. One of the ones that I really like that's I've been watching now every couple of years I watch it is Happy Death Day. I just love it. It's like Groundhog's Day meets slasher flick, and it's not like 100% serious. You know, they take themselves, you know, they don't take themselves too seriously. I just love it. It's such a fun movie. I probably haven't watched that in a couple of years, so I'm going to probably watch that coming up soon here. Let's see. There's a new one that I saw with Michael B. Jordan in it. This is very much an R-rated movie. Like, there's some stuff in there that could be pretty offensive to people, but it's called Sinners, and it's essentially vampires, but then it's like a 1930s Deep South. It's really, really interesting, and it's very... music plays a large role in it in a really cool, interesting way. So that might be one that if you like that kind of if you like, well, again, very, very R-rated, but really, really good, really well done. I enjoyed it a lot. That's called Sinners. Let's see here. Do I right now, for now, do I literally just build the wall just to enclose this thing and then kind of work on it from there? Because if you think, right, there's going to be the outer wall out here. It's going to be the outer wall. You're going to have interior. You're going to have whatever the exterior flooring is, right? And you're going to have some kind of stairs. Obviously not right here, but the doors will probably be like have like a door there, but then like trap door, you know, that kind of thing. So like that. Oh. And then the door in the center you go through, right? So that kind of door where it looks like a 3x3 kind of door. That's probably what the doorway will be. And then once you come in this door, I'm guessing this is just going to be wall that's decorated up somehow. Okay, let's see. So let's go ahead and get some more of that spruce. So let me get the physical walls in place, and then we'll look and see what kind of texturing or whatever we need to do. Okay, let's just go with let's just put in a quick wall here just to have something in place. is cool. In that movie Sinners, Michael B. Jordan plays twins, and like it is so flawlessly done. I seriously like. I had to go. I was like, both of these guys look like him, but my gosh, this is just seamless. And I literally had to look up on IMDb. I had to pause the movie and look it up and be like, does Michael B. Jordan play both of the twins in this movie? And it said, of course, he does. But oh my gosh, they did it so well. You wouldn't even. I mean, wow. Movie magic has changed a lot. Usually it's something like that, right? It's always a weird cut scene. They're not quite looking at each other's eyes, or they're just not often shown in the same frame, sort of. You know, the old camera tricks they had to do back in the 80s and stuff. But man, this was done so well. Okay, here we go. We're almost done with this. Okay. So now we have a front wall. We at least have a wall. Boom. Wall. Done. Oh my gosh. I don't know how much more my creative part of my brain can handle today. That really stretched my limits trying to figure out how to handle that back corner. Let me first of all get another one of these in place. Right, so then the door is going to be right here. Of course, that'll be some kind of, like, this is going to be the wall. It's not going to leave very many steps to get up in the library, but that's probably fine. Doesn't need to be too many steps. You know what this means now that I have 4 walls and a roof? I could bring a zombie in here. See if a zombie will actually go around and start smacking these guys. I wonder if the zombie, he should probably get up to here. Like, I know he's not going to attack him from here or from here. It just seems like they're not going to, but I bet he could get him from here. And this, without the zombie jumping in and getting stuck. I said we have about 45 minutes. Should we try that? Am I getting ahead of myself? I'm getting really ahead of myself, aren't I? We have 16 guys. We would need 16 golden apples. Let's see. What do we got? We have 8. Oh, we have plenty of apples. Decent amount of gold. We can start cooking up some of this gold here. Let's see. Yeah, we can put like 8 in that one, 8 in that one, and at 9. I'm not really conserving fuel at the moment. Let's see. And then we can make potions, right? We have potion capabilities. Do we? We have a potion stand, don't we? Have we not laid down a potion stand yet? Look at our little lava pool. That's pretty cool. Let's do that. You know what? We got 45 minutes. Let's play with zombies. Let's play with some zombies. I want to do something a little exciting for the rest of this episode. Again, the creative part of my brain is a little bit burned out at the moment from stressing out over that back wall. So let's play with zombies. Let's play with zombies. Okay. Zombie will be more than happy to follow me up here. So if we could lead a zombie in here and then close this off. Okay, and then just let him go at it. Okay, so I'm going to need... I don't know if I could hit a splash potion and hit more than one of these guys in one splash. They might be a little too far away, so I'm going to probably make 18 splash potions. Okay, let's see what we have as far as potion making capabilities. We have 1 blaze powder. Do we have anything in here? Well, here's a brewing stand. So we have the brewing stand. We just have to put it somewhere where we're not going to be moving it anytime soon. We'll stick it over here on the machine. We have 1 blaze powder to fuel it. We're going to need bottles. We're going to need bottles. Okay. I think we're going to do this. We're going to do zombies. Let's see. So we have, those are healing. Those are those are that. Okay. Let's just take a look and just make sure that the inside of this place is lit up correctly. Let's turn on our light counters here. Yeah, we should be good. The back side should be looking good. What about, let me just pop into, okay, the tops of those. Okay, I just want to make sure that nothing up here was spawnable. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right. We need 18 bottles, so we need 6 recipes worth of bottles. We have very few empty ones up there. Okay. 18 right there. There you go. 18 bottles. You can probably get the water from this, right? Yep. Okay. One thing I do like to do here is I do like to put one of these up at the top, pointing into it. Okay. So we're going to put those bottles in. So for this, we need a rotten spider eyes. Spider eyes. So we're going to need 6 recipes worth, which is great. Which means we need 6. We're also going to need 6 splashes. Okay. We need 6 sugars. Okay. We're going to need 6 brown mushrooms. Brown mushrooms. Okay, good. Okay, so now we can make 6 of the fermented eyeballs. So this, I think, makes the weakness potion, and this makes it... I think that's all we need for this. Am I right? I believe so. So the spider eye should make this into weakness, and then the gunpowder should come in and make it into a splash. Weakness. Yep, perfect. Excellent. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, we've got 8 apples. We're going to need 8 more. Oh gosh, this is gonna go terribly, isn't it? And these actually need, these need the actual ingots. Needs a lot of gold. But you know, we don't really use this gold for much else, so perfect. Okay, that's one reason why we like to collect gold, is for something like this. Okay, here we go. We got those. We're going to put those up there. We're going to put one of those in here and one of these in here. There we go. Oh, it's getting dark already. It's getting dark already. Should I try to find a zombie that won't despawn? Like I could name tag one. I have 1 name tag. Okay, Let's do it. Let's do it. I just want to make sure that, like, when I go away, he doesn't despawn or something. We're going to call him Patient Zero. Okay. Oh, and now it's raining. Just wanted to make it more ominous here. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can find a zombie. You know what? We're going to have enough time to find a zombie. Let me just do a few more of these potions here. We should probably get him lured over first and then see if he does start attacking the villagers. Then we'll have time to do the rest of the potions. Okay. So let's go find him first. Let's hop outside of the gate here and look for a zombie. There we go. There's our man. Hello, Mr. Zomzom. You want to go chow chow on our librarians? Nom nom, Mr. Zomzom. Come on through, buddy. Come on through. Can you see me? Hey, I'm over here. Come on through. Come on through. Just walk this way. Let me just put that up so none of your friends come and join you. All right. Are those blocks spawnable? No, okay. They look pretty dark. Let's go ahead and get your name. Patient Zero. All right. Let's, I'm going to need some kind of blocks to block off this entranceway. Okay. Okay, follow me. Look at all these delicious villagers. Nom nom. Okay. Okay, and now let me run out of here. And we're going to block this entrance off. Now he should ignore me. And we're going to be able to hopefully see him start smacking on some villagers. Can't see him. Okay. He's smacking them and they're getting out of their look, one of the librarians got, can you see? He got one of them, but one of them got out of his little thing. He probably, whenever he punched him, and he jumped out. Or maybe somehow when he punched him, oh, look, when he punches him, it pops him up in the air. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to resort these guys, aren't I? Let's hope every one of them doesn't get punched out of their little desk. Oh, look at Patient Zero's stuck in this little thing. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're knocking like... Oh my god. Oh, wait a minute. There's only one loose. He got stuck. Oh my god, they're all going to end up in like the wrong desks. Oh, look at that. Punching them is knocking them out of their little places. This is awesome. Oh my gosh, guys, this is going to be a mess to cure these guys. Oh no. Okay, well, let's let them have their fun for a moment and let's go make some more of these potions. That's funny. Okay. I can probably sleep because they're all inside. Okay. Oh, this is great. I love it. Okay. because there are going to be so many running around, I'm probably going to need boats to help kind of stop them from like chasing me around and attacking me. Let's see. Oh, nope. Well, I guess that might be okay. Maybe it'll make it splash first. Does that work if you do it in that order? Will it go splash water and then turn it into a weakness? Or does the splash have to come last? We're about to find out. Okay, splash water. We'll see if that works. Let's see how the carnage is going on inside here. How's everyone feeling? My gosh, no one's in their desks. Oh, horse. Sorry, tease you with the carrot. I'm stuck in fly mode. Okay, there's no sunlight getting in there. Does it look like some are missing? Okay, I'm not sure what's happening in there. I don't think any were able to get out. I think I know what the problem is. Oh no. I hope this isn't it. I think these trap doors are technically not blocking the sun. I think. I'm not 100% sure about that. Oh no. Oh no. I might have lost some of my guys. Okay. Okay. I might have goofed. I might have goofed. Let's get a couple more boats. Let's see. Spruce. We have plenty of spruce. Boats. There we go. Okay. Let's see if there's any loose. We'll catch them in boats, and we'll see how many we're missing. Okay, we've got 1, 2. We're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much you want to bet those trapdoors are not blocking the sun? And every time one of them walked under those trapdoors, they were burning. Oh no, that's so bad, guys. Oh my gosh, I screwed up. I'm kind of in a pickle here. I'm kind of in a huge pickle. I want to continue what I started because the zombie's in here now. We might as well at least get everyone done. We are obviously going to have to replace a few librarians. So here's my thoughts. First thought, bad Oda. I should have thought about the trapdoor thing. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I believe like the way trapdoors don't block light, I think they also don't block the sun. So I'll need to cover those up. But I'm also thinking that I go ahead and kill patient 0. I should just zombify. I was going to say get all of our librarian replacements first and then zombify them all again at once. But I'm thinking I should just zombify who I have, sort everyone out once it's all done, and then see what I need to replace. the replacements can go into a temporary shelter where they can be zombified in the future. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to put all those up there, and those, and those. I just need a bunch of junk blocks that are going to be easy to remove later, like dirt. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Dirt, dirt. Okay. Now, we're going to have to put something on top of every trapdoor so that the sun can't get through the trapdoors. Oh my gosh. I can't aim the top. I'm trying to target the top of the torch. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I think, yep. So learn from my mistakes, folks. Trapdoors do not block sunlight. Target. Target, there we go. Okay. All right, here we go. But don't worry, we'll get this. We'll get this. I'm glad I noticed now before all of them got zombified, walked around, and then got, you know, all burned up. It would be terrible if I had lost everybody. That would have been pretty terrible. Okay, let's try to target the top. There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, let me just hold on. There we go. Okay, are all the trapdoors covered with dirt? Okay. No direct sunlight getting into this thing anymore. Okay. All right. All right. You, sir, are free to go. Don't come to me. Go to your buddies. I should probably free the other ones because I don't know if they're whoever started in those booths, but yeah, I'll just let them do their thing. Oh, look, the zombie got himself caught and now he's not chasing the villager. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, this is crazy. Let me move these. Okay. I really honestly thought this would be a little bit easier. Okay. All right. You are free. You're free. You're free. You know what? I'm going to sort all of you guys out eventually anyway. So you're free. You know what? You. Everybody. Just everyone's free. Everyone's free. No. I'm trying to just get the stop. I'm going to target this. Stop. Nope. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me. Just going to open them all up. Don't want anyone getting caught anywhere. There you go. There you go. Sorry, fellas. It's only going to hurt for a little while. And, oh, there. Whew, okay. Ooh. Oh, yeah. You can hear it. Oof. Ah. Oof. Oh. Nice. You can kind of look in. Oh, nope, they saw me. Oh, I haven't been doing the. I should have been recording some of this. All right, let's see how they're doing. How's everyone doing? We still have villagers, guys. You're not doing. The zombies are too slow. They are too slow. It's like they all target one guy. This is the greatest thing. I love this. All right. Now they should be coming for these last couple of folks here. All right. And then that one way over there. Is that the last one? He just sparkled. He found a bookshelf that he liked. Oh, I'm going to deal with all of that again when I sort these guys out. Oh my gosh. That's probably what we're going to be doing next episode then. Okay. There we go. Now. Oh, horse. You just stop, horse. Just stop. I tend to stand with my food in my hand most of the time, which is why I keep attracting the horses. Okay, so now what I'm going to need is to put down a whole bunch of boats and try to catch all of these guys in the boats. Okay. Oh my gosh. They're not letting me get in where I can target blocks. I'm trying to like place more boats. Okay. That's 2 boats. Let's see. Maybe I just need to get in there. Let's see. I tore my thing down already, didn't I? Okay. Let's see if I can do something here. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. I need to get some of you guys in this boat here. Okay. You're not going to. You're not. Okay. I hear you. You don't want to. Okay, I should probably have my axe so I can break that boat. Is there still the empty? Oh, I need to eat something. Move, move, move. Ah, okay. I'm 1 boat short from getting the last guy. Okay. I can figure this out. I can jump out of here really quick. And then block it. No. I need to block it off. Oh, gosh. Don't get out. Don't get out. Okay. Whew. Okay, I need 1 more boat. Let's see. Okay, I need 1 more boat. There's a boat. Okay. Okay, he's all the way up there. All right, they're all in boats. Fantastic. Now I can take out patient 0 because I don't need him anymore. Oh, okay. All right. Perfect. Excellent. And now I can't get out my front because these guys are in my way. Okay. Okay, I never said this was going to be easy. I never said this was going to be easy. Okay. All right, so now I need to go get my potions from over here. Potions and apples. Well, the good thing now is I'm going to use less potions because I can get at least 2 at a time. So I can save some of those potions for later. Okay, this is just my way in and out right now. Okay, so let's do one. Oh no, I guess I didn't need the extra boat. That guy could. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I could probably get all 4 of these with one splash. Nice. Okay. Can I get all of these with one splash? Nope. Okay. All right. And then we're going to flash these guys and boom, boom. They're still not happy with me. It's fine. You are zombies. I only have 3 apples left. Was there only 3 that got killed? I thought it was more than that. Make sure everyone's got the swirlies. I feel like everyone has the swirlies, so I felt like, okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, did I only make 16 apples instead of 18? Okay. So we're missing like 5 guys. I probably just didn't make enough apples. And I don't know if... Like, I wonder if I need to, like, separate them... Like so if this guy turns into a villager before this guy, will he start smacking him? I guess we'll find out. Oh my. In other words, do I need like 15 like individual boats like that? I don't know. Feels dark in here. Yeah, some of these desks aren't as bright as they could be. My mob sounds are quite low, aren't they? Oh yeah, I turned this down. Here we go. Okay, now we can actually hear them. Maybe should I get a oh, here we go. Somebody just cured. Okay, let's see if his boat buddy starts hitting him or not. No, he's not. So maybe we're okay. Okay, good. Good. Who are you? Fortune? Feather falling? Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to sort every one of these guys back out. Oh my gosh, this is going to be such a pain. Okay, your buddy's not smacking you either. Who are you? Mending, awesome. Ooh, multi-shot. I need that. Mending. Oh, punch two. Okay, nice. Okay, good. I just got punched too. All right, it's enough of that, guys. Wonk, 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 wonk. Okay, I'm just trying. Nope, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna end up getting killed. I just wanted to see who this was over here. Knockback. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to have to replace 5 guys regardless of who got eaten and who didn't. Alright. Well, it's good that like none of them are like getting killed by the zombies that are in their boats. I can sleep. I think he just got turned into a zombie. I thought I heard it, and I think this guy is no longer sparkling. I think when the zombie's sitting in the back, he was able... I don't know what... I think... Oh, my gosh. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Okay, okay. Oh, my gosh. This is crazy. Okay. Well, I can't let anyone out until this guy is fixed. So here's a question. Do you guys want me to leave them in the boats and then next episode start wrestling them all back into their tables? Or do you want me to just do that off camera? Like just get these guys situated back in their correct tables off camera. And then next episode we can look at starting to like get our replacement guys. Because I think just watching me for like 30 minutes trying to wrestle these guys into their little desks is probably going to be not fun. So you let me know if you guys are cool with me doing that off camera, just getting these guys back in their desks. Just let me know, and I'll be happy to do that between now and the next episode. But if you want to see it, I'll be more than happy to do that on camera. More than happy. So we got Aquafinity back. See, look at that. 1 emerald for Aquafinity. 1 for knockbacks. Yeah, hopefully these were all cheap enough that they went to 1. 1 for Depth Strider. 1 for Infinity. Oh, this is so good. 7 for looting. That was an expensive one. 32. Got down to 7. That's awesome. 1 for mending. 1 for punch. 1 for efficiency. Oh, this is so good. This is why. 1 for sweeping edge. 5 for power. See, that was what started at like 38. This is another expensive one. 5 for fortune. And 1 for feather falling. So this is why we struggle to get those cheap prices, because if they're cheap enough, when you give them that 1 cure, they get to 1. See, these we took, they were up in their 30s, and this one got down to 5, that one got down to 7. So, oh my gosh, Horse, you are detecting these carrots from way too far away. Yeah, that's why we struggle to get those books like, you know, in the 20s or below, so that when you do cure them, they're like 1 each, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. what other kind of trades do these guys have? We don't really have too many trades on them yet. Like this guy now, it's only 3 per bookshelf, which is pretty cool. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, 3 per bookshelf. That's pretty awesome. I just want to see that guy turn before. I want to just make sure he doesn't turn around and smack this guy before he turns. Let's see. Okay, I can go fix my window in the back here. Let's see here. I do love this stained glass. That looks so good. And I do like it random with only like a handful of colors. I think it looks really good. Again, I'm glad I didn't try to do a pattern. If I tried to do a pattern, it would probably look silly. I think some of those trees probably need to be taken out to make that window even more impressive looking. But we'll wait till they need to be removed naturally before we just start tearing them down. Let me go get a. I'm gonna go get a door for this. For this thing. Now these are like spruce. Should I put a spruce door with it? Oh, I just heard him. Wait, what's going on with him? He just finished his... You just heard the little sound. They're like switching places. It's like he cured, but the other one immediately turned into a zombie? I don't know what's happening with these guys. Okay, I need to figure out what's happening with those guys. I think they're like swapping places. One's curing and then the other one's getting turned immediately into a zombie. And that feels like a glitch. It doesn't feel like I never heard him turn around and start smacking the other one. So that feels very glitchy to me. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a chest boat that can only trap 1. I'm also going to get a lead in case I need to move a boat or 2 around. I'm going to have to free this zombie, but he should focus on me and not the other villagers because they tend to focus on the player when they can see the player. Oh, dang it. Okay. They are like hitting each other somehow. Okay. I need to separate them. So here's what I'm going to do. I hope that they just focus on me and not the other villagers. Okay. So I want one of you in that boat. Okay. Focus on me. Come to me. Where's my other boat? Did you pick up? You picked up the boat. Oh my God. Seriously. Seriously. That guy picked up the boat. Oh no. No. What am I going to do here? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I can't have him running around killing everybody. I can't have him... Oh, come on. I'm trying to block him in, but I can't. He's doing too much damage to me. That guy picked up the boat. He picked up the boat. Can I get him trapped into one of these things? Can I get him trapped in a thing? Get him trapped in a thing. Get him trapped in the thing. Fall in the thing. Maybe if I do this, if I walk around and then he gets in. No. Can I get him trapped in the thing? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. If I leave to craft another boat, he's going to start wailing on villagers. Oh, guys, I'm not sure what to do here. I'm not sure what to do. I don't know what to do. Dang it, man, he picked up the boat. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't see that coming. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. No, look. Come hit me. Come hit me. Hit me. Come here. Come get me. Okay. and then get another block in my inventory. And come on! Oh, this is supposed to be relaxing Minecraft play right here. Okay, come on. Okay, let me get out of here. Okay. Oh, dang it! He jumped over the thing. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, come on. I just need this to work. Just. Oh, dang it. No! No, 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 no! Okay, are you stuck? Are you stuck? Oh my gosh. Wow, that was not fun. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he got this guy already. Oh my gosh. Guys. I feel like such a noob. I am such a noob. Oh my god. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, well these guys are left. They're going to end up curing themselves. Everything should be fine. They're separated if they cure off sync with each other. That's no problem. I think I'm going to call it an episode. We're about at the 3-hour mark anyway. Again, you let me know. Do you want to see me wrestle all these guys back into their little booths? If not, I can do that off camera. And then next episode, we can start with trying to find out who we're missing and start looking for replacements. So you just let me know. Otherwise, I can leave them right where they're at, and we can pick up right here next time. Thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed this. This was actually... It was quite fun. I'm loving the back wall of the library. I'm glad that we have at least, you know, some physical structure done here. Although, of course, still lots of decor on this front wall and everything, and of course the entire exterior. But I think we got a lot accomplished today, so that was fun. Thanks for coming, guys. I'll see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.